Hey, everybody. My name is Katie. I'm with King of the Deep. I think Steve is on his way up here. Say hello if you are tuning in. We were trying not to run behind, but he was taking care of a few things. We're getting ready to get packed up, heading out to Deep Creek Park tomorrow for the OG snorkel race there at their opening event of the year. So I'll talk about that real quick. Say hello if you're here. I think we're having everybody's running around doing stuff, getting ready tonight, but say hi if you're tuning in. So we're heading out tomorrow morning. We've been packing up, loading up, getting everything ready to go. Tomorrow's our first event of the year, although it's not a series event. It's the OG snorkel race at Deep Creek ATV Park in Linden or Fayetteville, North Carolina. The gates open tomorrow morning for Deep Creek at 8 a.m. If you haven't done a waiver, you need to do a new waiver for this year. So that they have it on their Facebook website, on everything. It's an online waiver. That's all you've got to do is just go in and get that filled out online. I will drop that here as a link in the live as well. So make sure you take care of that. The pricing, I believe, is $20 a person a day. It is also $10 to camp overnight. I believe that's correct. It's just normal pricing. We're going to be doing a DJ music party situation on Friday night and Saturday night. The OG snorkel race is, if you can share that, is going to be at about 1 o'clock on Saturday. Is that correct?
Yep.
1 o'clock on Saturday. And I think I heard a rumor about maybe some drag racing. Is that right?
Yeah, I think Brian's going to let people run on the drag strip. Kevin and Brian said, I don't know if they said it or not, but
we heard that might be a possibility.
So
we're going to be prepared to do that as well if you guys are going to be there. The OG snorkel race is going to be, I'll pop that up there. We're giving away $2,000 to the original two classes, which was an ATV class and a side-by-side class. So $1,000 for each one of those. And then there's some additional prizes as well that are going to be given away. And then thanks to Kevin Murray with Murray's Auto Repair and Matt Gay Associates, they've thrown in another $750 towards what they call the Blue Collar Boys class. And that is, I think it's 32 inches and under for the tire size on that. So we are going to be giving away those three classes, giving away payout, cash money. I think there's also going to be a scavenger hunt, some other fun stuff. It's going to be a fun event. I know we've got several vendors that are going to be out there, several food vendors. Dad Bod Dishes, I know, is going to be out there along with, I think, 2 or 3 other food vendors. So, I mean, once you come in, you don't really need to worry about anything else for the whole weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. The weather is looking like it's going to be beautiful. There might be a little bit of rain possibly on Friday afternoon, but it's like less than like 1/10 of an inch. So it's going to be just enough to make things, knock the dust down, make things nice and ready for us to do that OG snorkel race. So we're super excited about that. Also, big shout out to Matt Gay Associates. They have gone in and mapped almost the entire park, if not the entire park. And so there is actually an app. Let me see if I can find it. There's an app that you can get to show you like all the trails, and it'll show you by difficulty level. So it's right there. I'm sure if you go to the Deep Creek Facebook page, they've got a link to it on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. So you can get that. And I think it's $3.99, but that's like lifetime rights to it. And you can check out the 336 Mud Mafia guys just did like a video. And I heard that they might be coming out to show you guys the 336 trail this weekend too. So I heard them talking about that. They were asking, should they be coming out or not? So we heard a little bit about that. So real quick, rolling into, for those of you that wanted to know about the big release with the pink wrapped number 69 Dirty Stripper Chemicals car, Rob was not able, he had a work commitment and he was not able to be here tonight to give you the big release about that. And it's not, I don't feel like I can share much else about it. So you're just going to have to keep on staying tuned. I know last week he said we were going to announce that tonight, but I'm not able to announce that without him. And he was not able to be here with us tonight on the live. So we'll just hang on to your horses, and we'll get that information for you just as soon as we can. So the big news about this tonight is we're just going to go over. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, we're going to go over the schedule and everything for next weekend. If you tuned into the live last week, then you would see that for the Little Dirty Kids Bounty Hole, we turned it into a series event. So this is going to be stop number 1 for the Little Dirty Kids event at Iron Mountain Park. So basically, you can race one event, just like King of the Deep. You can race one event and you can race all of them. It doesn't matter. Even if you're not running and competing in all of them, even if you don't start until number 2 or number 4, that's fine. You're going to get points based on your placement. And then you're going to, of course, we award prizes down to at least 3rd place as far as trophies and monetary prizes as well. But we did turn that into a series. I added a couple of things and the payouts are up to $1,400 for this first event, thanks to these sponsors below. Ride and Deep Motorsports, Sable Weld, Larry Sable, Dirty Stripper Chemicals, of course, that's a title sponsor for Little Dirty Kids, On Kill Power Sports, Peyton Talby Racing, Cash Dixon Racing, and Jennifer Forster with Fast Tracks Mud Bog. So big thank you to all of those guys for chipping in and helping us out to just bring something here for the kids. We're super excited about it. We're very glad we're going to turn it into a series. And if there's anyone else that wants to chip in on that, every dollar is going to go back to the kids. What we're going to do is reserve about 20% of that money towards the championship pot that'll be paid out based on the points placement at the end of the season. So that is for the Little Dirty Kids. We've got the same schedule that we have been posting up for the Iron Mountain Sasquatch Day event, which is our season opener. That starts on Thursday. Thursday night, we will have a cornhole tournament as well as a VIP Sasquatch ride. Friday, we're going to do the blindfold fiasco. We'll have drag racing. And at 9 o'clock, we'll have boogie bingo. And then on Saturday, we've got the Little Dirty Kids event. Will be at 11. The King of the Deep event will be immediately following that. Then at 6 p.m., there are a bunch of Sasquatch activities at the grill, along with live music from Auraria Bandmates, which is a local band there in the Dahlonega area. So we are very, very excited about doing that. I know that there's going to be a bunch of stuff going on with Sasquatch. I was hoping that he was going to join us tonight, but I guess he's still missing, running around in the woods. We've got $6,000 is going out for the King of the Deep payouts. And then for the Little Dirty Kids, we're at $1,400 right now. So we've got almost $7,500 being paid out for this event. There's been a huge interest online in the event itself. Also, that's reflected even in the cabins. I checked it earlier today. There was only like 5 or 6 cabins left. And I just checked it again before the live. And that was like 3 or 4 hours ago. I just checked it again. And I think we're down to 3 or 4 cabins. So if you want a cabin, you better get it because they're going fast. I mean, and they're very nice. You really don't.
They got a lot of cabins, so that means there's a lot of people already booked.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cabins, and they've got a lot of campsites too. And I think at least half the campsites, if not 60 or 70% of those, are gone as well. So as far as the hookup, now if you're dry camping, primitive style camping, you can camp anywhere. It doesn't, you don't have to have a spot for that. They've got endless, plentiful dry camping. But you can see here, these are the hookup sites. They're really nice and big. Here's a picture of the cabin. So as I said, there's about 3 or 4 cabins left. If you want to grab one of those, make sure you do it. They do sleep 6. It's either 6 individual twins, like bunk bed style, or it is like a queen and then 4 twins. So they do sleep 6. That's a good thing, go in with your buddies and get that taken care of because there's only a couple of them left. So make sure you guys grab that if you want it. They've got a restaurant, full restaurant and bar on site. They have an amazing trading post, basically like a pro shop. I mean, they've got everything you could need in there. I know we're going to have some vendors out there as well. So make sure you guys plan to be there. It's 4,300 acres, and it is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Weather is right now looking to be exceptional there as well. I think we're in the upper 60s, and they are calling for a little bit of rain Thursday night overnight. I think it's right around an inch, but it's overnight while we're sleeping. It should die out by early morning Friday, which is perfect as again for the dust, knocking the dust off, and then also just making everything nice and wet for us in the bounty hole, which we're super, super excited about. Big shout out to our sponsors. I want to say thank you to Super ATV, to Specialized ATV, as well as Dirty Stripper Chemicals and Orifab Off-Road Outlaws. Those Dirty Stripper and Orifab are both going to be out at Deep Creek this weekend. So if you're interested in anything they've got, be sure to come on and check them out. Also, huge thank you to MSA Off-Road Wheels, Gator Waders, Aftermarket Assassins, Carolina Custom ATV, Peraza Synthetics, Murray Power Sports, Monster Rigging Off-Road, and VP Racing Race Fuel.
Make sure you say we're a dealer about the VP.
Right. We are also
make sure we got everybody's order.
We're also an authorized dealer for VP Race Fuel. So if there's anything that you'd like for us to bring out to any of the events, make sure you reach out and let us know. We can get you some great pricing and deals on that. And then we will even pick it up and deliver it to the event for you. So if there's anything you need from VP, let me know very soon, like tonight or tomorrow morning.
We will have some with us at the events.
Yeah, we're gonna have
one can or last minute. We'll already have some coming with us.
We should be we'll have some with us. Hopefully, if you need it, we'll still have it because we'll be selling that at our merch booth. And speaking of merch, let me put a couple of things up. We do have a lot of new items here. We've got some t-shirts that are new that we haven't had before, as well as new hats. We've got new embroidered hats coming and new patch hats coming in. So we are very looking forward to sharing those with you guys. Let me see if I can pop this one up here. These patch hats, they have been going like crazy. I've already had to do 3 orders of those because they've already been selling like hotcakes. So if you're interested in any of that, come find us at our merch booth at Deep Creek Park this weekend or at Iron Mountain, or you can message us and we'll be glad to help you out with that. But hey, you need X85? Send us a message. Message the King of the Deep page or message Steven so that way we can get you pricing for that.
Yep. Get you taken care of.
And we'll find out for you. And we're actually going to be picking that up before the end of the week. So we'll make sure we've got it for you if you want it. But yeah, you guys, we're very super excited. I want to remind you all that you need to do your waivers online for Iron Mountain, just like you did online for Deep Creek. Also, Iron Mountain is a cashless facility, so everything that you're going to buy, your park admission, you buy your passes online. The camping, you buy that online. The waiver, you sign that online. If you're going to eat at the restaurant, make sure you bring a card with you. So everything is cashless there, and they are. They've got rentals. I know we've talked about that. They have a lot of side-by-side rentals. I think over 60 or 70 of those. So if you're in a position where you're only bringing like your bounty machine, but you don't have room to travel with a different, trail riding bike or anything, they do have some rentals there. So you can check all of that out on their Facebook page or their website because they've got a ton of stuff there. Chris said he said, I have more diesel receipts for you. And Joe said, oh, Lord. Joe, are you coming to Iron Mountain? You can't be shown up by Sasquatch, that's for sure. So yeah, you guys, that's it in a nutshell. I know that we will be down there at Iron Mountain on Tuesday afternoon or evening, and I know that we'll be making some lives and giving you guys some updates once we get our feet on the ground there. We're really excited. We've got some work to do. I think next week.
Get those profiles in.
Next week on the bounty hole area and the drag racing area and all that. So that's why we're going down a little bit early, so that Steve can get his hands on that, which I know he can't wait for, to do any tweaking on that next week. And if you've been watching our social media, especially on Facebook, you've seen that we're dropping driver profiles left and right. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and fill those out. If you have done it, then your profile should be coming out within the next couple of days. I'm trying to go in order that they were submitted. So they will be releasing here in the next couple of days. Try to do a couple of them every day or so, and they look, I hope you guys enjoy them. I made them to look kind of like little baseball cards or trading cards and thought that would be pretty fun. And we've got the Little Dirty Kids also have driver profiles, so if you've got any children that are interested in racing in that series, make sure that you fill that out for them as well. Joe said, does Sasquatch get free entry?
Through the woods.
Through the woods? You got to come through the woods. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Is there anything else we needed to let them know, Steve? I know we'll be popping on next week to give you guys some updates from the park about the event.
Make sure you're sharing, inviting your friends to the events. Please share the video.
Yeah, he said make sure you're sharing, inviting your friends to the event. Share the video. Let everybody know where you're going to be, and we're hoping to make it an awesome turnout. I think it's gonna. I mean, if it's any indication of the interest that we've got online already, I think it's going to be fantastic. But we can always make it better. So we're very, very excited about that. Yeah, I think that's it pretty much. I mean, we didn't really have a whole lot to let you guys know tonight. We've got, we'll have more to share. And then this weekend, I know Steve will probably hit you up and go live at least by Friday from Deep Creek about the conditions in that area where we're doing the snorkel race at. Joe said, if I get caught, I'm saying Steve told me to do it. Yeah, Dirty Stripper Chemicals said we can't wait. Let's go. Yeah, we're getting men. Rob, I told them that you had that work stuff going on and you weren't able to get on the live tonight. So everybody's just going to have to keep on waiting for that information about the car. So don't be upset with me if you see this and you were expecting the big announcement, because I'm not. There's an NDA. I can't talk about it until Rob releases it. So that's all I can say about that. All right. We are going to see you guys this weekend at Deep Creek. Make sure you come out and check us out. And she said Rob is working. This is Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer.
Lies.
I know we all have a day job aside from this stuff. So sometimes you got to actually work. Although I still feel like Rob would have found a way to make himself not have to work, but we'll see. We'll see about that. So, you guys check us out this weekend at Deep Creek. I know Offroad Outlaws, Jeremy and Lori are going to be there. Rob and Jen are going to be there with Dirty Stripper Chemicals. We're going to have a great time. Several food vendors. I think there's some other vendors that are going to be out there as well that the park has arranged that I'm just not aware of. And we're going to have a really awesome time Friday. I don't know which night they're talking about possibly drag racing, so I would plan to be there on Friday. If you want to go ahead and take your camper by, you can drop that off tomorrow and come back, when you get off work on Friday, whatever the situation is. The gates are opening tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And I know it's going to be packed because it's their first event of the season and we've got excellent weather. So until then, you guys have a good night. Thank you again to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. And we will catch you guys at Deep Creek this weekend.